Okay, so hello everyone. I hope you all are doing well. So we are back again with another session with Amrita. Right now we are going to explore about deeper about music therapy, about the thing which she said in part one about Raga Chikitsa. So hello Amrita, welcome back again with me into this music therapy wala sessions. So now I would ask you a few questions which I believe you can you are going to help me as well as the viewers to understand about music therapy. In the first part you talked about raga chikitsa, so could you please explain what exactly is raga chikitsa and the basics of that?
Hello again, Shradhaji. So, yes, about Raga Chikitsa. So, this was an ancient form of medicine. So, it has been documented in ancient texts, but it has lost its importance in the after um, the allopathic medicine system, homeopathic medicine system, and all those things. And right now, it is there are so many researches that is going on based on Raga Chikitsa. So ragam is nothing but a composition of notes. So chikitsa means treatment. So they basically use a particular ragam for a particular disease or discomfort in a client. Okay. So raga chikitsa is an ancient text that claims that music can treat even diabetes. Okay, so they believe that even the in Tamil or Carnatic music, there are few people who believe that a certain raga can also pour life into a dead plant. Okay, so these right now may be pseudoscience, but this might be possible because everything in the world is vibrations. So music is nothing but a combination of particular vibrations. So this is the basic of Raga Chikitsa. And it also claims that in Carnatic music there are 72 Melakarta ragas, which means these ragas have all the seven notes. So Sari, Gama, Pada, Ni. Okay, so all these 72 ragas have the entire set of notes, but they differ in the notes. Okay, so they believe that each raga can, strengthen one nadi in our body. So our body has 72 nadis. Nadis is nothing but the place where our nerves combine. So each raga is believed to stimulate one particular nadi, and so this is the basis of raga chikitsa. So if somebody is diabetic, so they will focus a raga which activates the nadi, which powers the um, pancreas, so which is the basic source of the disease, right? So this is how they believed raga chikitsa works. But as of now, there are not much scientific evidence that music can be beneficial to diabetics patient or cancer patients and all those things, but it has been definitely proven that it can increase the happiness of the person and mental health.
Wow. I would love like everything right now. People think that yeah, it can be a pseudoscience as you said, but everything works on energy and energy. I believe that. So I'm looking forward for that. That when it can come up as and all the evidences can come up. So now I would like to ask you one more thing, Amrita. That as you said that all works on energies and healings, and I believe music therapy is also promoting can promote healing with trauma. So could you please tell me how music therapy interact with brain neuroplasticity, which can promote trauma healing with music?
Okay. When we go to the topic of neuroplasticity, it is how the brain rewires itself. So that is called neuroplasticity, right? So after a trauma, the person might feel kind of distress at a particular signal. So if that person has met with an accident in a big accident in a road with a truck or a lorry, whenever after that person survives, whenever he sees that lorry, he might get the same the anxiety that again he might meet with an accident. So this is a form of brain wiring. So, so neuroplasticity is nothing but we help that patient or that person to come out of that fears by rewiring the brain. So this is how majority of our therapies work, right? So music also can be used for neuroplastic related trauma healing. For that, we focus on the patient's favorite songs first, and because these are attached to them. So everybody will have a favorite song, whatever it is. It could be metal or pop music or Carnatic or Hindustani or semi-classical, movie songs, Bollywood, Hollywood, whatever it could be. Everybody will have a favorite song, right? So whenever they have that, they listen to a favorite song, they automatically feel a bonding with it. They automatically feel safe because that is how the brain is wired for that particular stimulus. So we start with that and we slowly make progression towards healing. So this is how it works. And there are a few studies which show that the brain activities when we listen to our favorite song and when we think of that favorite song, or we just sing it in our mind or sing it through voice, it's the same. The brain does not feel a difference between both. So this is one particular advantage of using music therapy. You don't need to sing or hear. Just remembering that song will itself do miracles sometimes.
Wow, yes, I can somewhere relate that. Yeah. Now, I believe that like music can do wonder with people who are coming, like clients or individuals from Parkinson's. So, could you please explain that how music therapy supports individual who are diagnosed with neurodegenerative issues like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's?
So Parkinson's is nothing but neuromotor deficit, which means there is some problem with their hands or leg movement. They may not be able to walk, or they may not be able to write, or they may not be able to stand. So it's a neurodegenerative disorder. It all happens in the brain. Um, this music as listening or singing may be beneficial if they have some attachment with the songs they are singing or listening. Okay, so we when we listen to our favorite song, we start tapping our hands or clapping our hands or tapping our feet, right? So this could be a stimulation to, it's like a physiotherapy for them also. This could be used as a physiotherapy. And I have seen that there are many institutions abroad in Europe and all, where they gather as a group people who are affected by Parkinson's or Alzheimer's, and they do music sessions on their own. So there will be one music therapist who will be guiding them, like if I say one, you need to clap. If I say two, you need to clap twice. So one, two, three. One, two. So this is itself musical. So they start with this, and after that, they will give drums or a xylophone or something that is easy to handle, and they can ask them to play their own music and all these things. But these work out better in a group settings. So in India, there are not much people who are doing that, but there are a few doing that too.
Okay, okay, yeah. I have seen some video like with clappings and all. So, Amrita, now my last question I would like to ask you that uh, for music is something very cultural or some personal preferences. I like some sort of cultural and tumri. People can like the very sort of action music where it's a very loud, harsh music. So, can music therapy be tailored or catered to a very specific culture or personal preferences? If so, can it affect the can it affect the effectiveness of that therapy?
Yes, definitely. So, as I mentioned earlier, music therapy works best when it is tailor made to the client. Okay, and the preferences of music depends upon uh, the mindset of the person. Some people are hyperactive and they love to listen to fast music. Some people do not like that. Some people like loud music. They like to go to orchestra. Um, the events and all those things with loud music, pop music, bands, and all those things. But some people, they prefer to be listening to subtle music, melodious music, and all those things. But I feel it should be a combination of all. Not if a person is not interested in Carnatic music or classical Hindustani music, we cannot force him to listen, and it won't work, because it will be like putting a pressure on them to go against their will. So it might not work. So we will start with the music which they like and slowly transform it with a healing music also. So this is how it would work better.
Okay, so basically, what I believe is, no, I won't say I believe, but music is self tailored. Like music therapy is self tailored to the client. So, can we say that it's a client oriented therapy?
It is very much, it is very much client oriented, and it is best used when as a complementary therapy, not as a an individual therapy. Yeah. Because
Okay,
people always expect faster results, so music
yes,
therapy
yeah.
is not something that gives that faster results, because even for a person to get start listening to music, it takes a lot of time. So it will be a pressure on them. But when we take it as a complementary system, the other medicines and other therapies will be a complementary strength for music therapy.
Okay, okay, okay. So my one last question, what right now I remember, like music therapy can work with children also, like 5 years, 6 years children, or it has to be with older
No,
ones only.
no, 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 definitely. Even there are so many courses right now called Garbha Sanskar, right? So what they
Mhm.
do is they chant mantras, they listen to songs when the mother is pregnant. Even that can have a very big effect on the child inside, the even before birth. Because my guru has done her PhD in music therapy, and her topic was this. So she interviewed so many pregnant ladies, and she found out that the ladies the mothers who were listening to music, some particular kind of music, or a devotional music, or the mantras and all those things. When the babies were born, every baby will cry for sure. But when the baby was exposed to that kind of music, it was almost like silent. It felt calm and satisfied. So even before birth, music will have a very big impact. So
Okay.
this is yet not a scientific proof, not like published in a journal and all, not like published in some high impact journal and all those things. But I believe that there are so many researches taking place right now. But this was her PhD thesis, and I have personally witnessed this so many times. Even some hyperactive children with autism, they respond very well to music therapy. And even music therapy is used for children with people children who cannot speak. I'm not getting the right word. um,
Dumb children, yes, dumb special babies.
they can't speak. I'm not getting the right term.
Dumb.
Like the people, children who needs to go to speech therapy, so those kind of
Okay,
children also, music is very beneficial. And we have a particular instrument called kahu, which is a
okay.
small instrument. We use our mouth to blow into it. It is something like an adiswaram, or a flute, but it is a smaller one, and we need to give the whole pressure, and it needs both lungs and throat for that musical instrument to function. So those kind of instruments will give the strength for speech for those children.
Okay, okay, okay. Something very unique. I might feel that. Okay. So, yes, thank you so much, Amrita. Like talking about music therapy, which is right now, I don't feel that in India even it's very popular because people are going on. Still, researches are being done on music and all this Garba Sanskara. So, thank you so much, Amrita, for coming, for speaking about, for sharing your own experience.
Thank you
So,
so much for having
believe
me.
I believe that we can connect for some more life to explore more on music and Garba Sanskara, because I remember when I was doing courses, I did not do course on Garba Sanskara, but it was just a 1 day webinar. So
Mm-hmm.
there my teacher, like the teacher, the facilitator, she was talking about music. And she was also saying that how babies inside the womb, they feel the music, they feel the connection with the mother and with the music. And it has to be a very soft, not a louder version. So I would be very interested in learning more about music and Garba Sanskara, because still people are not aware. And as you said, like you mentioned that, yeah, it's some sort of pseudoscience. Yeah, everything people believe is pseudoscience and people just want the result instant. It's
Yes.
like a magic. People believe that any sort of therapy has to be a music, or not music, but magic. Sorry. So yeah, I liked this session because I came to know so many things, so many like things about principles and the techniques about music therapy, and how you can how music therapy includes the uh, in client with Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. So thank you so much, Amrita, for coming up and talking. So I believe the viewers who are going to listen to this have some sort of insight from this topic. Feel free to, like, I would be giving the YouTube link of Amrita so that you all can see what she does. So please subscribe to her channel so that, yeah, she can share more of her insight about music and how you can include in therapy. So thank you so much, Amrita. I would catch up you in very few days about more on how to explore about the music and therapy. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Amrita. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, Radhaji.